one's gonna believe it. No one ever does believe it. I did a lot of the dirtiest, most horrific vehicles you've ever seen though. It's gonna throw you so many curveballs. Yeah. And that's just business, right?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another weekend wash. We're here in Salt Lake City, Utah with my boy Cougar.
What's up, brother?
We're at Luxe Automotive and we're sitting in a Ford Raptor with TRAX on it.
This is just any Ford. This is the Ford Raptor. Yeah. This was the very first Ford Raptor in the world.
Why is this at your shop?
Yeah, we get to play with some fun stuff every once in a while. Because we're gonna wash it. We brought it in just for you so we could wash it.
What's the history of this thing?
So this thing apparently ran with Ford in an off-road series, and then they turned into this monstrosity Raptor.
I love this.
And Ken Block got a hold of it, and then they went out to, God, I can't remember, somewhere in Canada. You got to search the video. Maybe we'll put a couple highlight clips in it, and just absolutely just hammered this thing in the high mountains of Canada. Just unbelievable. The video is just crazy. So one of my clients bought it, and we're just getting it cleaned up for him. He had a lot of fun with it this winter. Okay. Took it out, ripped it around, and you know, it's actually being used, which is cool.
That's awesome. All right, let's wash it.
Okay, let's do it.
What's going on, everybody? We are giving away 5 Detailwise scholarships, and you can get an all-paid trip, including airfare and hotel, to Chicago for one of our training events this January and February. Detailwise Academy is hosting hands-on training in window tint installation, PPF installation, paint correction, and ceramic coating application, and a 2-day business training course. If you're looking to expand your business, if you're looking to get a better handle on your business, or if you're looking to start a business, we have a training program for you that'll help you create the financial freedom that you've been looking for. We're giving away 5 fully paid spots to the training of your choice. All you have to do is write me a short paragraph of who you are and why you think you deserve one of these scholarships. In the description below, we're gonna have instructions on how you can apply for this scholarship opportunity.
Dude, I got into detailing. No one's gonna believe it. No one ever does believe it, but I got into detailing actually when I was like 14. I always loved cars and I always helped my dad wash his cars and everything, but I got drugged to horse shows. My sister showed horses, and there's nothing more boring in the world than being a young kid and being at horse shows for like, you know, 3-4 days. And there's only so much you can ride your bike around. So I picked up a bucket, and one day I washed my dad's truck, and that same day I had like 5 or 6 people ask me like, hey, like, can you wash my car too?
At 14?
At 14, man.
That's awesome. So
instead of riding my bike, I started a little side gig, and you know, the hustle was real after that. Awesome. So at 14, you know, my parents saw everything kind of building, so I saved a little money, and I actually sent myself to, oh man, Detail King in Pittsburgh. No, this is it, man. Wow. So yeah, so it's been quite the roller coaster. You know, obviously when I finally got a vehicle, I got a truck and put a little water tank, and you know, just got the basic supplies and was doing friends and family and started a little business, my first business. You ready for this? You sitting down? Cougar's Custom Car Care. 14 years old. That's trademark, guys. Don't use that one. Everyone's trying to rip off Luxe, so don't use that one. So I had that for probably, oh man, I don't know, good 10 years. 10 years? Yeah, probably about 10 years. Maybe a little bit less. No, probably not that much. Anyway, had it for quite a while, and that's what kicked it off, man. So horse shows of all things. And I honestly created a great business on it. I was super busy, I did a lot of the dirtiest, most horrific vehicles you've ever seen though. I mean, literally, you'd have to like get a pitchfork and clean hay and manure out of the inside of some of these trucks before you detail that. But you know, it made you really kind of concentrate on what you were doing. So after a few years of repping old Cougar's Custom Car Care, you know, I decided I grew up a little bit, and then I started another business called Final Finish.
Okay.
And then Luxe followed. Oh man.
Final Finish, another detailing
detail
business?
company, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I grew up, I matured, I was no longer 14 anymore.
Yeah.
And I needed to switch it up a little bit. And at that point in time too, I didn't really want to have, you know, a lot of people attach their name to it. For me, I didn't want to have my name attached to it because it's really hard to, you know, to
scale a business after that, or like.
Exactly, because they're always looking for.
Oh, they're always looking for Cougar.
Yeah, I mean, when I go to Wendy's every time, I always ask for Wendy's. She's never there. So. No, I mean, dude, back then I had no clue, you know, that was ever going to turn into this. In fact, you know, I detailed mobile for a long time, even through like college, and I never thought of it as a career. I had a lot of great clients, you know, I'd be able to go travel and kind of do what I wanted, and I always have my clients when I return. But, you know, then when I was probably, I don't know, I think 10 years ago is when Luxe came around. And I was like, well, I should probably either start taking this a little more seriously and making a career of this, or I need to move on and do something else. So I take it more seriously, did another rebrand to Luxe Auto Spa, and kind of the rest is history, man. I mean, we started, you know, just detailing, and then detailing ceramic coatings, and then, you know, I thought for a while that I wanted to, about 10 years ago, that I thought I wanted to be a glorified detailer and start wet sanding hot rods for circuit shows. And Kilmer and I spent a lot of time together, you know, learning wet sanding, everything like that, and decided that wasn't, you know, I mean, you'd work 150 hours and you'd get paid, you know, like $2 grand, $1,500. So thought there was a better way to do it, and really focused just on detailing ceramic coatings, and then later picked up the film, which I started film like back in Final Finish days, but film back then I was using like Avery Dennison, and back in the days where they only covered the front leading edge of the bumper, and the film just looked, when I'm a shine guy, right? I expect things to look a certain way, and it just didn't work for me.
So you made the film yourself?
Yeah, way back in the day. Okay. Way back, yeah, we were using Avery film and Scotch Guard way back in the day, and the kits weren't great. Yeah, just, man, the looks, and again, I'm just a look person, so.
You know, you've been in this industry for a long time, and you've seen a lot of things change. You've seen, you know, things go to, you know, from what it was, like, I know when we started, like getting $250, getting $300 for a detail was like, that was top of the line, that was high end, and that's what high end detailing was. I know when I started, at least for myself, I wasn't doing a whole lot of paint correction. And with ceramic coatings and everything now, I mean, the industry has changed so much. And I think it's become a business where you can make an honest living at. I don't know if it was when we started. You know, you could make an all right living, but you weren't gonna, you know, what it's come to right now, it's a whole different ballgame.
The stuff we did, and to just make ends meet back in the end, and when I say back in the day, this is like even 10 years ago, right? Like less than 10 years ago. And the way the education is now is a completely different animal. It's amazing to see how much this has progressed, how much this industry has progressed, and you know, there's very few of us left that knew what it was like when times were really difficult, really difficult.
Yeah, but your business has grown into more than just detailing. Like, you guys are doing sales now. You guys are doing performance stuff. Yeah,
the shop has really progressed, man. Really progressed. And I think we kind of see opportunities and see things, and you know, try and, you know, attack them in due time, right? It takes a lot. I mean, even the jump to film was so scary because the cost of entry, right? I mean, buying a $6,000 plotter, you know, spending $10,000 on film, right? That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So, and the resources too, when we were doing it, they weren't available like they are now. The trainings are totally different, the film's totally different.
I got you.
Oh, some clean tracks, dude. Well done.
Spray some soap on it?
Yeah, let's do it. So we got married back we started dating 9 years ago. Annalie joined the company about 7 years ago, I believe.
Okay.
And on the way home, she was working in a corporate job at overstock.com. She was she did a bunch of marketing for them.
Okay.
And on the way back home, we're like, hey, yeah, we just got married. This is great and all. Honeymoon was awesome. Let's work together. And
Who brought that up?
I think it was kind of a mutual thing, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, it's honestly been one of the best decisions I've ever had, but especially in the beginning, I mean, being newlyweds and then trying to figure out how to work so close together because the shop isn't as big as it is, and we were working right on top of each other and had very similar roles. It was tough, man.
Yeah.
You know, but you grow a lot for it, or through it. And, you know, we have very different capabilities and very different strengths. So now we've been able to separate those, and it's amazing. Like we complement each other, you know, in a big way. So
No, that's huge, man.
That's the first question I think you really got to ask yourself, right? When it comes down to all this, is this something that you really truly want, right? Because this is a 24/7 job.
Right?
You know, you might go on a vacation, but you're always on call.
Yeah.
You're always on it, especially when you start jumping into all these other different things. And it's amazing. We have, I mean, the biggest thing we have, you know, attribute to our growth is our people, right?
Yeah.
And even with amazing people, and you have to be there for the business. So I think that's the first question that anybody needs to ask themselves is this really something that you want to do?
Are you committed to being on call? I mean, I've been with you all day. You've been on your phone all day.
No, I didn't even get on track today.
Yeah.
So yeah, because you're just handling business. But you know, you have to decide, and also bigger isn't always better.
Yeah.
You know, there's a big part of it where it's like chase the margin, you know? So you just got to figure out where you want to be. If you enjoy it, you really like, I'm doing this because I love my people and I love cars, right? And I love being a part of building something. Yeah, so I think it's setting, regardless of who whether it's a family member, mom, dad, girlfriend, wife, right? Friend, it's just setting firm expectations. You know, splitting up responsibilities. And two, it's because I've seen this in my own business, it's making sure that the person you're partnering with has the same drive that you want, because there's a lot of people, this isn't just with me, like I'm a driver, man. Just constant go, go, go. And a lot of people aren't like that. And that's okay. But as a driver, outside looking in, if you have somebody like that you're involved with, it can be tough. Because you're constantly going and this person has a different pace and a different idea of what life is going to be.
You do the same thing that we do is a kind of these personality tests. We'll figure out how people work. Everybody works a little bit different.
Disc tests are huge.
Yeah.
It's an easy way to just figure out like what makes people tick, and then you can play to their strengths and weaknesses. I mean, dude, this is a craft. You know, this isn't, I don't even want to, I guess, compared to like making hamburgers. If you're gonna make a nice hamburger, it's a craft, right? It's cooking. Like you gotta know yourself, and you want to be different, right? It's a time thing. Some people just have it, and some people are gonna learn at an exponential rate from others. But at the end of the day, like it just takes time. You gotta be, I think it's just a dedication, right? Or I call it grit, because it's gonna throw you so many curveballs, and that's just business, right? That doesn't matter whether you're small or big.
All right, man. Thank you for letting me wash this. It's really cool.
Dude, it's different, right? It is definitely unique.
Like washing crazy.
Now you got to come back in the winter and we'll go rip this thing around.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
All right, this was awesome. Cougar, you have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
So check that out. We'll put it in the description down below. Instagram, beautiful shop.
Thanks,
like I
man.
said, we have another video that we did a whole tour of this. So if you guys want to see that, check it out. Dream shop, love it. Thank you, man.
Dude, so good to see you, man.
Love
Good having you out.
Yeah.